Nikki. I'm Hailey with Ernest Ice Cream.
Oh, hi,
It's
Hailey.
really nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. I'm actually really looking forward to hearing about your product.
Did you find your way here okay?
Actually, I come here quite frequently. It's one of my favorite coffee shops. So yeah, I definitely found the place easy.
Perfect. This is one of my favorite coffee shops too. And speaking of coffee, I brought a couple of samples of our ice creams here with you today. So we have our dairy-free coffee-flavored ice cream, and also our real dairy milk London Fog flavor.
Interesting.
Would you like to try either or a bit of both?
You know, I do like ice cream, so yes, I would love to try some.
Perfect. Any preference on the flavor?
I actually am slightly lactose intolerant, so I would probably prefer the dairy-free one.
Absolutely.
Please.
Well, no worries. I'll get you set up. So this is made with coconut milk, so it will have slightly different taste than the normal dairy milk ice cream. But while you're enjoying that, do you mind that I just give you a bit of background about Ernest Ice Cream as a company?
Oh yeah, for sure. Go right ahead.
So Ernest Ice Cream started in 2012, and we had the main goal of providing Vancouver ice cream lovers with a locally made, sustainable ice cream. Our ice creams are produced in really small batches, so that allows us to experiment with flavors that are in season, giving us really interesting and unique flavors like whiskey hazelnut, which is made from real BC hazelnuts, and strawberry balsamic, which in the summer we make with the strawberries grown out in the valley. And so using these local ingredients is really, really important to us. We also package our ice creams, as you can see, in these small pint-sized glass jars that are recyclable and reusable, meaning that the customers can bring them back to the store for $1 off their next purchase. Both of these attributes together contribute to us being a zero-waste company, which is something that we really value as the local environment here in Vancouver is really important to us.
Yeah, you know, I'm really big on the whole sustainability thing and environmentally friendly. I believe those are important things to do business by, so it seems like we kind of have some similar values.
Absolutely. So while we're on that, do you mind if I ask you a few questions about the current varieties of ice cream that your shelves carry or that your stores have in stock?
Yeah, no, totally. Go right ahead.
So, what brands are on your shelves and what flavors do you carry?
Oh, let's see. In stock, we have a handful of dairy and non-dairy options. So we carry Breyers, Ben & Jerry's, Haagen-Dazs, you know, like the more relatively well-known brands. For non-dairy, we carry Luna, Larry's, Coconut Bliss, and So Delicious. Usually we stock the more common flavors, so you know, your strawberry, your chocolate, your vanilla. And then I also believe that we have an assortment, it's not too large, but we have an assortment of sorbets that we sell as well.
Okay, so you do have a pretty good variety and a pretty good selection in your stores. But do you know if any of these brands are local?
Ooh. As far as I know, none of them are made locally, but a couple of them are made in Canada.
Okay, so with that said, in your opinion, do you think that maybe having a local brand that carries both dairy-free and real dairy milk ice creams could be a benefit to your customers?
Now that you mention it, yeah, I think so.
Perfect. Well, to me, it sounds like you're lacking a brand that caters to both of these groups of customers, your dairy intolerant and your dairy lovers. And I think that we as Ernest Ice Cream would be a great brand to fill that gap. As you said, from past research, a large portion of your customers are really health conscious. They go to your stores to purchase local BC ingredients, and they have lots of special dietary requirements. And Ernest Ice Cream is definitely a company that could fill that gap.
Okay, I'm listening. But could you just tell me more about what makes Ernest Ice Cream the right choice for us? Like, what really, just like repeat about like what sets your company apart?
So Ernest Ice Cream, as I said, uses all locally sourced and sustainable ingredients with no preservatives or additives, which makes our ice cream a healthy and local choice for your customers.
Okay.
All of our products come in pint-sized glass jars that are reusable or recyclable, which lessens your customers' waste and contributes to the local environment here in Vancouver, which, as we both stated, is very important to both of us.
Mm-hmm.
Also, our unique range of flavors has gained us quite the following among Vancouverites. We're a well-known brand, so by selling these jars and selling our brand, you're going to gain a large, loyal customer base that will help boost your sales and revenue. And on top of all of this, we're BC born, just like Choices is.
Mm-hmm.
And as you said it yourself, with our values aligned, or we have many values aligned. So, do you have any major questions or concerns about our product?
Well, I mean, it seems like you have a great product here. It tastes amazing, as you can see. My only concern would be the price. Ice cream, it's not always on everyone's grocery list. In fact, it's usually at the bottom, a special treat. So I'm just worried that we wouldn't really see the return on your product if we decided to start stocking them.
So that's definitely a good observation. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. And I do see what you mean by it not being on everyone's grocery list. But as I said, I believe that we will bring in enough new and returning customers to your stores these customers will actually cover the purchasing cost of our product. On top of that, for our suppliers who carry over 50 jars of our ice cream in more than 2 flavors, get 15% off of their order. This making us even more affordable to you.
Well, that's great. How do I go about picking the flavors since I've only really tried one myself? How do I know what's going to sell?
Well, I have a couple different recommendations. As I said, we change flavors quite often, so what I would do is I will stock you guys with an assortment of our non-dairy and dairy bestsellers from our actual store, Ernest Ice Cream stores. And then what I would recommend is setting up a taste test and a sample in your store. So you pick the location of the store, you can advertise if you want, and you tell us what date works best for you, and we'll come in with a variety of our jars and more unique flavors, and we'll ask the customers which ones they prefer. I know that Choices also values having the corporate team being 100% behind the products that you sell. And so I would also be willing to offer you monthly or every other month taste tests to your corporate offices so that you can make sure that not only the customers are seeing what they want to see, but you guys are seeing the products that you want to see as well.
Okay. Well, that sounds great. How soon would I be able to place an order or get all the contracts, receiving shipments?
Well, that's definitely the easy part now that we have somewhat of a deal. I would just have to get you guys to sign the contract with us and then set up a payment option. And the day that is done, I assure you that I will place your order through. After the order's been placed, if you stock us with the kind of our more popular flavors, like I suggested, we definitely keep lots of those in stock, so your order will come in within the next week.
Well, great. I want to make sure that we probably get this on track as soon as possible. Would you be able to stop by our offices, let's say Thursday, 2:30 p.m.?
That works wonderful. I'll make sure to bring by the paperwork and we can discuss the flavors and the taste testing then.
Great. I look forward to it. Well, thank you so much for inviting me here.
No worries. I'm glad, and I really appreciate your time. Again, I look forward to us building a relationship with Choices Markets in the future.
Oh, perfect.
Here, why don't you take this other jar home with you?
Great. Thanks.
Have a good day, Nikki.
You too.
Bye.